What is up, Elon holders? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back at ya with an update on the Dogelon Mars token, and we know that is gonna be none other than the ticker symbol Elon. I gotta let you know, I am not a financial advisor, merely helping explore the vast Dogelon Mars universe side by side, packaging it into nice, neat videos for your viewing and learning pleasure. Definitely drop a big like on this video, as it does help every single Elon holder. Definitely helps in a bear market, and definitely consider subscribing as well to stay up to date on cryptocurrency news, all things Dogelon Mars, and to win yourself some NFTs in the process as well. I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway on this video. I do weekly NFT giveaways, and today is the day. So I will be popping a secret word on in this video. Comment that word and you will be entered. Now let's get into the video. I have a very good one planned for us today, so let's just check out how we are looking. It looks like we are currently ranked 133 right now. Nice, very nice to see. Looks like we have some green on the day. It looks like 0.62% up on the day. We are sitting at about 60313. Market cap is sitting at about 173,039, and 6.1 traded over the last 24 hours. So not bad overall. We've had some major volatility in the market, as we know, and we do continue to increase in holders. So it does look like 138,372 holders. Very awesome to see. And out of those, 22% of them are in the money right now. And that number is not going down and it's not going up. So that is very awesome to see. I'm very happy to see all the new holders that do come into this project. Now, for all holders that are holding and are letting the price affect them, I definitely wouldn't. In a bear market, I definitely would not let price affect your decision on anything you are looking at, especially Dogelon Mars. We have to really look at the underlying fundamentals of this project, and there are a lot of them. There really are a lot at play here that is then meets the eye. If you merely look on the surface, you will run into a meme coin that you feel may not survive. But if we look at underlying fundamentals, then we really can have a whole new perspective, and that is my goal for this video. So stay tuned. I want to kind of break down a little what's going on behind the scenes of this project and what you may or may not know that you are affiliated with. So let's get a little more into the details, though. It looks like we are currently at fear and greed index of 11 right now. Very unfortunate to see, unless you are going shopping. I mean, geez. But also, we do know it is June 30th, which is also the last day of Q2 as well. So we are looking at all the indicators we possibly can. It looks like S&P 500 is down 9.39 points, which is 0.25%. NASDAQ is down 57.29 points, which is about 0.5% right now. Not looking too great, and things are not looking good as far as price goes. But that is the thing. When you believe in a project, you definitely you want the lower prices so you can get in at a project. The real question is, do you feel that this project will last? And that is gonna be your ultimate determining factor. If you don't, then that is a good indicator that you need to do what you got to do. But that is where I want to leave that. But I do have some really cool stuff to show you. So first, let's get into some metrics. It looks like 42 right now on the Dogelon, puts us right at a 42. And a 69 on the long-term technical. I don't know if there's any Elon Musk fans out there, but that is pretty awesome to see. We do have a 69 on the short-term. Long-term technical, is this a sign? I could not tell you. 47 on the terms of volatility. Sentiment sitting right in the middle. Risk gauge looking very positive. It's actually leaning more towards the positive side on the risk gauge, which is very, very great to see. Now, let's get into some utility. We know we're in the Dogelon Mars project, but for all the new investors out there, they may not know exactly what it is entirely behind the Dogelon Mars project, and that is something I want to show you into this video. So if you're a new investor, this is for you. If you're an old investor, I definitely appreciate you watching. And yeah, so we are going to head on over to the mfoundation.org, which is an organization that holds 50% of the liquidity of the Dogelon Mars project, the other 50% being locked in Uniswap. But this is a brilliant organization that is doing some amazing work right now in regards to reversing aging. Their goal is to make 90 the new 50 by 2030, meaning reverse aging of cells and how gravity affects the body long term. So very, very amazing. They are doing some groundbreaking work too. They are making some major moves in the industry, which is, if you are interested, they are also holding a Discord, and I have the link in the description as well. But this is all ties into decentralized science. This is a DeSci opportunity, and a DeSci project that they are very prominent in. So for you to realize that there are a lot of underlying fundamentals is my actual goal in this video. So DeSci, an opportunity to decentralize scientific research and publication. For a long time, the spread of scientific research has been severely restricted by what can only be called inefficient intermediaries that have created a subculture that is supposedly based on prestige, in which publishers have managed to position themselves in a central role. In practice, much of the culture is based on traditional ways of doing things that impact on access to research funds, which scientists obliged to spend half their time writing proposals, to the development of reputation systems that often shape the career of researchers or the prestige in the institutions where they work, as well as providing the wrong incentives for them, while limiting access to scientific publications to people who can't afford to pay expensive subscriptions. Movements such as Open Science, which promotes open access to publications, have resulted in many journals now demanding significant payments from authors and institutions they work for if they want their work to be kept available. Over $11,000, for example, in the case of Nature. So there are problems as far as getting funding and a monopoly on the funding that is going on in the scientific world. As we know, the science it should definitely not rely on who has the bigger bank account, who is going to succeed. It should, in my opinion, be who has the better proposal to help humanity, honestly. Decentralized science, or DeSci, is the scientific output application based on the decentralized principles of the so-called Web3, which uses tools such as blockchain, DAOs, NFTs, or smart contracts to solve real problems in the research and publication process. This is a huge one because this is a project that is doing exactly this. They do have the DAOs, blockchains, and NFTs. Check the links in the descriptions for the ELONGEVITY, Enigma. All of those links, those are all going to correlate with this project. What are these problems? Firstly, the system used to obtain research funding, which is governed by inadequate impact metrics and calculated not just the quality of papers or their authors, but on the supposed prestige of the journals in which they are published. This adulterated mediocrity allows certain publishers to position themselves in a position of absolute dominance from which they can dictate their own rules, while also taking advantage of the free labor of thousands of researchers who review the manuscripts sent to them. In a decentralized system, researchers can retain the rights to their work, as well as objectively assess in its significance, earn tokens for working as a reviewer, or use formats that allow, for example, data files to be linked by appropriate traceability to the research generated, thus enabling its replication. A Guide to DeSci by neuroscientist Sarah Hamburg, who sought to develop a methodology for wearable owners to retain control of the data generated by their devices while enabling it for research, and who wrote a short letter to Nature to try to get more researchers to join this movement, accurately describes the basis of the idea and its possible problems or limitations, and adds at the end of a list of resources that explain the idea in greater depth, as well as inviting people to join up. Through the use of smart contracts, researchers can be rewarded by for work ranging from publication to blind review, which generates incentive for these activities, in addition to more objective systems of metrics than the current list of journal considers prestigious. This is an effective way of putting Web3 protocols in a practice in the face of an activities science, which should be considered an open access public good instead of imprisoning it to a proprietary model under the control of publishers. The interesting idea, we will see how much and how fast it gains traction with the scientific community currently stuck in the isomorphism that is for fear of losing prestige or access, imprisons it within the confines of tradition. And it's definitely speaking on the traditional way of science, on the stuff that we don't know is going on, and we feel that it's only to help humanity, but sometimes it definitely just can become merely just another business and to line somebody's pockets. And that is the unfortunate case that we are in, but that does bring us to our solution, which is decentralized science. It helps bring blockchain and science to meet at an intersection, and it helps together. The blockchains, or the smart contracts rather, will be executed based on the merits of what is being done in the scientific community, which is absolutely amazing. That's why I highly encourage you to go check out their Discord. They have so much going on that I could never bring to this channel. I mean, just absolutely mind-blowing things going on in the project. Lastly, I wanted to touch in on another article that we have. Why should anyone care? It looks like decentralized science, or DeSci, has emerged as the latest Web3 movement to improve modern science. While still at the nascent stage, the movement aims to revolutionize scientific research, publication, and funding using Web3 tools. In this guide, we cover the basics of DeSci and why it is important. So, I mean, it's just very, very important that they are going into Web3. They are finding ways to fund their research privately. Not only that, but able to make sure that everybody is treated fairly in the industry based on what they are doing. With smart contracts, we know there is no questions in regards once that contract is signed. Once everything is executed, it is a self-executing contract. That is the point of a smart contract. So very, very nice to see it being implemented in everything in the world. It's really cool. So put simply, decentralized science is a Web3 movement that aims to decentralize science. In essence, DeSci aims to use Web3 tools such as DAO, smart contracts, blockchain to solve major issues. That's basically what we just got into. But I thought that they had some very, very nice points that they were hitting on this as well. First and foremost, the academic funding model is in shambles. For one, scientists struggle to get the right funding for their project. This comes after scientists spent more than 50% of their time writing grant proposals. To be sure, their access to funding largely depends on the impact of their published work. This in turn pushes academics to pursue mainstream subjects rather than critical ideas. Ultimately, inadequate and unreliable funding not only reduces the amount of science being done, but also biases which project scientists choose, wrote neuroscientist Sarah Hamburg. So yeah, that is going to be the gist of it, but that is something that we are in this project, and then that is a very, very amazing thing, and that is something that draws me into this project. That is why I feel that this project will not be going anywhere. That is my opinion. Let me know in the comments below how you feel. Do you feel that we will last this recession? Do you feel that we will get stronger out of this recession? I honestly would like to know your guys' opinion. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you watched all the way in, I definitely appreciate you. So I will catch you in the next one.